Good morning. I think the phone's ringing. Anyway, good morning. I'm Becky and I'm with the Bead Place and beadplace.net. As you know, Abby is usually sitting right here, but she is not here right now. Where is that phone? I'm not going to get it because we're not open yet. Anyway, Abby is not here today. She will be here a little bit later. But anyway, I'm with the Bead Place and beadplace.net. Um, we are a brick and mortar uh, bead shop. And guess what? We have a yarn shop inside of our bead shop. And we have all kinds of arty goodness. We have fun here. We are fun employed. Anyway, if you're watching on Facebook, please give us a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a heart. And please share with your friends with spirit fingers. So, if I can figure out how to get the camera down here, we're going to watch me make some jewelry again. Last night, we started with our monthly fun pack that was just mailed out. It was in this cute little pouch. This month is a beach theme, and those who subscribe should have it by now. So there's no spoilers. Hey, Becky, what's the monthly fun pack? What are you talking about? Well, I'll tell you. Our monthly fun pack is a monthly subscription service, but you don't actually have to subscribe. You can get just one of them. They are carefully curated packages of beads and components and all kinds of stuff that coordinate with like a theme. Not necessarily a holiday or a season, but just a theme. And you can make whatever you want with them. And I will show you what we made last night. And then I'll continue making some stuff today. Anyway, so on the website, I will link that in the description later. It probably is in the description. Anyway, on our website, you would just search monthly fun pack. It is $35 if you just want to try it. But if you subscribe, you save $5 a month and it's $30. But we always go way over budget, putting all kinds of goodness in the pack. So anyway, yeah, good morning. Who do we have today? Hi, Laurie. Hi, Cherie. Lori. Hi, Susan. Hi. Cool. So just me today. Okay, let's go down here and play with some beads. Awesome. Let me switch to here. There we go. Awesome. Hi, Debbie. So last night, Abby made this really cool pendant with the seashell. There's no hole in the seashell, so she wrapped it like a netting. Isn't that cool? I think she's going to put a little dangle right here in the opening. It's unexpected, and it's so pretty. The bail. I think she's going to hang something from the bottom. I was wanting her to do the mermaid off the bottom, but maybe just the shell, or maybe, where did it go? She has a charm. There it is. I think she was going to put the star charm there. I think that would be adorable too. So last night I made some earrings. I made this one, cute little dangles hanging off the front. And I made these earrings. And so all these little dangle things you can pull on and off of here. These hooks that we have, you just pull it on and off. And you have earrings. So you can make a bunch of dangles and just mix and match them. So there's earrings I made last night. And yeah, so today we're just going to be easy today and make something kind of simple. I'm going to make one of my famous wrap bracelets. I'm going to use some seed beads, and I'm going to use some of these just other findings that we have in here. There are some crystals. These are star cut. They are so pretty. And hey, Eddie, how are you? Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Eddie there in chat is a good friend of mine. He is a fun person. Okay, let's see. Oh, my dangles fell off. Oh, no. What shall we do? Okay, so let's vote in chat. I'm going to make one of my famous wrap bracelets similar to this. What color thread should we use? Blue or black? Here is the color palette we're doing. Blue or black? Let's see it in chat. Blue or black? While you guys are doing that, I'm going to show off this bracelet. So this bracelet was our color combo bracelet that we made last week. There is a color combo put on by Carrie Griffiths and Paula Keene in the Facebook group called Makers of Mixed Media Art/Artists. And the color combo for this month was indigo blue, turquoise, and burnt ochre. So we have real turquoise in there. And we paired it with copper because copper is awesome with turquoise. Turquoise is really kind of a neutral when it comes to metals. I like it with silver. I like it with gold. The copper looks great. I think almost any metal goes with turquoise. So we have some turquoise chips in there. So yeah, and then I took apart a chain and made these little hooty doos right there. Yeah. Let's see what chat is saying. Blue, blue, blue. I see 3 people said blue. Cool. We'll do blue. Awesome. So I am just going to take a wingspan of this, which is hold my arms out wide, tip to tip of my fingers, and I'm going to cut it. I should have got a beading needle because these cutters aren't the best. Oh well. So I'm going to tie a link on here, and on the other end I'm going to put a lobster. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie that link to the side here. That'll be my jump ring. Bum, 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 bum. That way my beads won't fall off. I don't have to use a bead stop or anything. I'm going to tie a better knot later, but for now, that is enough to secure it. Oh, I forgot to say, it's Thursday morning. You know what that means. Hang on a second. Do it. There we go. Coffee. Thursday. Coffee. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Here we are again. I have an extra large sugar-free mocha blended. So it's like a chocolate coffee milkshake. Oh, 2 extra shots too because I need to wake up. So let's do this. What's everybody up to today? Today is Thursday. So here at the Bead Place, we have open tables with people who just want to come and knit or crochet or play with their beads. Actually, there's a lot of laughing that happens. So if they get work done, that's a bonus. That is a bonus. Last night we were talking about Friday was nuts here. Friday, not Eric, Abby did the Bead Network live stream. I believe they call it a summer market. I could be wrong. Anyway, she sold a lot of our turquoise strands, a lot of different kinds of turquoise things. We just had Western night, so we have a lot of turquoise right now, and it is all very pretty. This is my favorite one. I like all the black in it. So she did that on Friday, and also on Friday, Jenny, who works here, had Fix It Friday, which is where people sign up and they bring their jewelry that is broken or just needs repaired, and she shows them how to repair it. So that was fun. And I had my paper bead workshop, and I had 7 students, and we had so much fun. Susan, if you're still in chat, tell everybody about the pendant that you made. If you're on Facebook, go to the Bead Place Facebook group. Guess what? It's called the Bead Place Facebook group. And Susan posted a pendant that she made with the paper beads. My paper beads are a little bit different than the paper beads that you might have seen before. I make them really sturdy and just different. I don't make the traditional shape too often. Just different shapes are like tiny little sculptures to me. So I love it. So let me do one more section, then I'll show you my progress on this. What does chat say? Ooh, that looks good. Thanks, Addie. That bag looks a little beachy and Cottagecore. That's an idea. Cottagecore kit. Oh, Cherie, that is a good idea. I might use that idea. Cherie, do you subscribe to the monthly fun pack? I'm not always the one who sends them out, so I apologize. I don't know exactly who is subscribing. Um, yeah, that's a good idea. Next week, Abby is out of town, so I will be here, and I just might get a head start on the fun pack. We'll see. Cottagecore. Okay. Okay. Cherie, give me some colors that remind you of cottagecore. I have an idea. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Tell me in chat, like, what are you thinking? I'm thinking like earth tones, maybe with some red thrown in, like for mushrooms. Oh, we have those bird beads. We might have some mushrooms around here. We might even have a little fairy charm. Oh, that would be adorable. Is that kind of like what you were thinking, Cherie? What did she say? Ouch, I burnt my ochre. Yeah, bummer. Susan says, I made a colorful stick pendant with matching earrings. I added flatbacks for bling. Yeah, your tiny flatbacks. Those are awesome. When you told me that idea, I wasn't quite too sure about it, but you knew what you were doing. It looks really cool. The flatbacks are tiny, so it like really lends itself to the shape of the paper bead that you made. Okay, so, and I'm just putting these knots anywhere. I like my beads to float around, and they don't all have to be the same size or anything. So that's what I have so far. Oh, that one wasn't tight on. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I have so far. And this will be a wrap bracelet or necklace, however you want to wear it. Like this one, I love these. I'm making one of these for every month in the year for the color combo. And then at the end of the year, I'll bring them all and we can see them all side by side. Pretty exciting. So I'm just going to put this together. So yeah, so today we have open tables, people coming to knit and crochet and play with beads, all kinds of fun stuff. I have some orders to fill. I think we are down to only 50 orders right now. Not sure. So I'll be filling orders today. And yeah, it's sure to be fun. Everything we do here is fun. We are fun employed. Abby wants to make that a t-shirt. I think she should. There we go. Yeah, so I just like to put my knots wherever. I'm not even using a knotting tool. I'm pretty much using my finger there as a knotting tool. I think my hands are my best tool. Because it doesn't have to be perfect what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of doing whatever. Let's see if one of these pearls will fit on here. I'm not sure if it'll go through here or not. Pearls are kind of irregular. No, let's see if it goes from the other end. Aha, we got it. Awesome. So I have one of these faux Baroque pearls. Isn't that pretty? Love it. I'm going to put that on a strand by itself there. Hi, Becky. Looking forward to your new creations with this kit. Well, thanks. I'll show the earrings again in a minute for the people who are just coming in. Susan says, I did use a coat of clear nail polish over the top of the flatbacks to help secure them. That is a good idea. What kind of glue did you use to put your flatbacks on there, Susan? Okay, so here's what I have so far. And yeah, so I'll show the earrings I made last night. So I made a bunch of earring dangles. That and these. And what you can do with them, oh, I made this one too. I love this one. So what you can do is these ear wires that we have here just opens up like that, and it's completely open. There's not a loop or anything. It's just open. So you can make these dangles with a loop at the top there and just put them right on there and mix and match. And you have a ton of different earrings with one ear wire. You can hang whatever you want from there. I think it's pretty cool. So I was going to make more earrings today, but you guys saw me make earrings last night. So Thursdays are all about just being casual, having fun. So I am making one of my rat bracelets. I'm going to put a smaller bead next to the knot because sometimes these size 6 seed beads, the bigger ones, sometimes they slide over the knot, and we don't want that. We want them to stay in place, mister. Stay in place. Yeah. Last night we were going through some boxes of stuff that we need to sort out, and I found some earrings in the box. I said, "Oh, I like these." And Abby said, "You made those." I said, "Oh boy." And they match my fingernails right now, so I might wear them today. We'll see. They might just have to belong to me now. They have abalone on them and like peacock swirl, bluey greeny seed beads, and I think some transparent like navy seed beads. That might have actually been from another fun pack. I don't know. There we go. Oh, that looks so good with that pearl there. Love it. So it's going to be a rat bracelet. So it's going to, just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to use more of this crackle, the crackle beads here. What do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crackle beads. There we go. I love the crackle beads. I'm going to save the seashell, though, because I'm hoping that Abby will put the seashell with the mermaid. Isn't that cute? She's drilled through her feet up to her head. I think she is totes adorbs. I think she needs to put a top on, though. I don't think she has a top on. Gotta be a little bit modest there. Let's call her Esmeralda. That's a mermaid name, right? Call her Esmeralda. Okay, there's one of my little dangles. Runaway Dangle. I should write a song about Runaway Dangle. The other day I was telling my friends that I made a song about licking rocks because, like, when you're out like rock hunting and you want to see the real color of the rock because it's probably all cloudy and yuck, and if you don't have water to dip it in, people usually just lick the rock. And I have a song about it and my friends want to hear it. So I might do that next time I have a live stream on my channel. My channel is just my name, Becky Bokern, Beckybokern. That is my channel. And I'm not on a schedule or anything. I just go on when I want to. What is up with this string today? Oh, it's tied up in my tools. It's all tied up in my tools. But yeah, I just go on when I want to. It's usually a Friday evening around 8 p.m. Central because that's after my daughter is in bed. And I know it's kind of late for some people, but we have fun. We have fun. And I have the best group of people that watch too. I had 5 of my friends from Europe watching last time, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning for them. So that makes me so happy. It makes me humbled. Is that the right word? Just like, wow. Like, people set their alarm for 3 or 4 in the morning to watch me. It's pretty awesome, and I value that so much. Anyway, enough about me. What's everybody else doing today? Any plans for the weekend? I'll be working on Saturday, and I don't have any classes on Sunday. Sometimes I teach on Sundays. What does the chat say? I love your humor in the count. Yeah, I like to have fun. I'm a fun girl. Let's see. Looking forward to seeing your creations. Let's see. Loctite. Okay, cool. Becky, I need to do these paper beads. I have a ton of beautiful paper. Yeah, so Cherie, I've done my paper beads on the stream before, and I have one on my channel too. But if you're interested in an online class, I can set up a one-on-one little online class with you if you want to, or you can just wing it. Or tell you what, message the bead place and I will find those links for you, and I will send you those links of me making my paper beads on here and on my channel. That'll be fun. And I want to see what you make because I know you make some really cool stuff. Let's see. Soft muted. pastels. Oh, for the cottage core, yeah. Cottage core colors. I will find them in Pantone. But I love your idea already, Becky. I love Pantone too. Um, Debbie, thanks. Sheree says creams and soft whites, pastel and earthy greens, warm browns, rustic reds. Yeah. Oh, AI told you. Well, let's see. Susan says, "Hey Becky, I need advice. I'm making a 3-strand wrap bracelet necklace with Eslon. How would you attach 3 strands of Eslon to a clasp?" Oh, that's a good question. So the same way I did just here. Just take all 3 strands, um, tie it to your link or your jump ring, and then also, at the other end, tie it to your lobster, whatever you're using, chain or however you're clasping. Um, I like to just tie it on real loose at first, just to hold my place, and then eventually, I like to take my Eslon and go through the link twice. This cord is pretty sturdy, and I've never had it break. But with knots, I like to go through the whatever I'm going through twice. On here, it might not be possible because the loop is really small, but just tie a bunch of knots and then put your favorite super glue on there, let it sit for 24 hours, and then snip your ends later. And that's all there is to it. Just the same way you tie this, just like overhand knot or square knot, just whatever you want to do. And the glue is the secret. So there's that. And he says, I'm working on some digitals for Ko-Fi. Then I have a list of ideas I need to work out for YouTube. Not like I'm going anywhere, lol. Cherie says, I like how this is turning out. Hey, Eddie, I don't think you can add links, but tell everybody about your channel, your YouTube channel. Eddie is part of that group where the color combo comes from, makers of mixed media art and artists. And he has his own Facebook channel. It's called Eddie Makes Art. And he does some really cool things. I was just watching one of his videos last night. He made a stair stepper box. I think that's what we're calling it. It just folds out and has little trays inside for different little things. It's so cute. And he used a ribbon that I sent him from here. It was actually part of a yarn label. It has some Asian writing on it, and it's really pretty. So I just watched that video last night. And then Eddie also did a video recently where he featured some of the new stamps this month from PM Artist Studio, which is the place where we design stamps and stencils for. We both have new stamps out this month, so he featured those on there. What was that video called, Eddie? You can remind them what it's called. And then you can go over there and check that out. It's a lot of fun. There we go. I like this section a lot. Look at that art. Yeah. So it seems like I'm doing the same thing over and over. However, these always turn out so different every time I make them. And some people say, oh my gosh, you're going to put like 18 different kinds of beads in there. Well, yes, because look how cool it looks. It's just random is hard, but I'm trying to do random. But yeah, it just works out. I love it. It's a classic style that will never be out of fashion or anything. It's just fun. You can wear it as a necklace or a bracelet, whatever you want to do. I don't know if these pearls are going to fit on here because pearls sometimes have irregular openings. Nope. But some of them might go on there. We'll see. Here's a heart. We can put a heart on here. There's the hole. I have a lot of technology between me and the beads, so sometimes it's kind of hard to see the holes. There we go. We got it. We got it. Adorbs. Happy Pride unboxing. That's what it is, because some of our stamps have to do with Pride Month. Very cool. So later I might pick out some chain so I can do what I call a bridge on here, and I will show you what that is. So imagine that we had a 2 or 3 inch section of chain, and I would put the first part, attach a link here and then do some beads and knot it, and then I would make the chain go over to here and put some more beads on and knot it. So it's just a little zoop. I call that a bridge. I might put one of those on there later, like a gold chain, just to give it some more bling, just to give it some more interest. Um, and then also, I like to do floaters, which is just something like this over the whole thing, and it can just kind of float around, kind of like a fidget toy. I'm just one of those people that can't sit still. So if I can play with my jewelry, it really helps. Yeah. If we're back. There we go. If you can see me and hear me, say bananas, please. My phone rang and I hung up on them because I don't need to talk to them. Somebody say bananas in chat if you can see me and hear me, please. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. What have we not used in a while? Let's see if another one of those Baroque pearls fits on there. I'm going to take this off so I can try this on. So one thing I do like to do with my wrap bracelets, it is random. However, I don't want the same bead to be like right here and right here when I'm wearing it. So as I'm putting it on, after it gets longer than like one revolution, I like to just kind of put it on and wrap it around a little bit. Okay, just make sure there's not like two big ones like right in the row there. Yeah. My screen. Oh, let me flip my screen. There we go. Is that better? Bananas. Cool. Somebody say banana pie. If my screen is better. I think it is, but just want to make sure it's that way for you guys too. Let's see. Um crystals. Let's do another crystal. Well, we just did a heart. Let me do a couple more with just seed beads, and then we will do a crystal, or maybe another one of these big Baroque. Ooh, I forgot we had these. Look at that. I love those. These are just some really big crystals. I think they're 12 or 14 millimeters. And they have that dirty wash on them. And oh, they're so cool. They're like gold disco balls almost. I love it. All those facets on there really make them really cool. Banana pie. I'll take one. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. Usually I have my phone set on the setting where it only rings if it's somebody in my contact list, but I'm expecting a phone call from somebody important who is not on my list. It's a dentist and they have like 18 phone numbers. So I need to receive that phone call. But in the meantime, I get like 20 telemarketers a day. I really don't like it at all. Not 20, but like at least 8. So that feature does save me like 8 phone calls a day. I didn't know you could do that until recently, but yeah, my husband set it up for me where it'll only ring if it's somebody in your contact list. I think that is genius. Especially if I'm at work and, I'm trying to work. I don't want to answer the phone for, telemarketer. Somebody wanting to loan me $44,000, all these debt consolidation things. And I don't want to talk to you. You guys get those? Well, my favorite one though is on the caller ID when it says scam alert or spam alert. Like, yeah, who does that? Like, obviously the person calling didn't do that, but how does it get that label? I don't know. All this stuff I don't know about. Those goofballs will call me 3 times in a row. I know. And they leave a message, and it's usually a computer message. And yeah, press 1 if you'd like to talk to somebody. No, I don't want to talk to somebody. I want you to quit calling me. Wasting my time. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get a drink of coffee. It's so good today. Stay hydrated, kids. Um, my coffee is really good today. Usually I've been getting vanilla. I've been on a vanilla kick, but today I got the chocolate. Sugar free, of course, because I am diabetic. That's no fun, but they have quite a few sugar free flavors at Scooters. Scooters is not my favorite, but it's on the way to work, and they have a very big size, so it works out. I usually try to go to my local coffee shop. I always try to shop local as often as I can. My local coffee shop, I love it. It's like 3 blocks down the road, and they're attached to a florist, which also has cupcakes. So they have like these $5 cupcakes that are fantastic. And the coffee house itself is uh, dark, and people leave you alone. I'll just go there like to sit and play on my iPad, or just fussy cut a few little things. Sometimes I bring my beads there and I just sort my beads, or I make, something if I have a project going. I just go there to get out of the house. It's like 3 blocks down the street. And oh, there's a lady who comes there. I don't even think she's employed by them, but she comes there sometimes and she plays like a harp, but not like an upright harp. It's like a table harp, and she hits it with mallets. I guess you'd call it a harp. I don't know, but she's really good at it, and it's just really calming. And when she's not there playing, they play like The Cure and Morrissey and stuff, and I love it. It's just dark and fun. It's just relaxing. I love to go there. But and their coffee is good too. And they have the best chicken salad sandwich on croissant. So good. So sometimes I'll go there for lunch. One time I made my husband go there with me, and he didn't dig it. It's not his scene. It wasn't his scene, but now he went there and he doesn't have to go there ever again. I just wanted to share that with him because it's a fun place. A couple weeks ago, I'm just rambling now. A couple weeks ago, I met a friend who I know from ATCsforall.com website where we make artist trading cards. She lives in California, but she lived in my town for a couple years when she was younger. And so we started talking, and over the years, became closer, and she's a fun gal. So she was in town visiting friends or family. So we met up at the coffee house. And it was so cool meeting somebody in person who I've known online for so long. It was neat. And guess what? She's not a crazy head. She's a real person. Yeah, well, she is a crazy head, but we like to say that we're the same flavor of weird as each other. Everybody's weird, but we're the same flavor of weird. So yeah, she's fun. It was fun to meet her in person. And oh my gosh, I know her real name because she uses a screen name. And I was like, well, what do you go by? You don't go by, that screen name. So she told me her real name. I'm like, oh, I've known you for that long and I didn't even know your real name. So yeah, what a crazy world we live in, right? I had known her, I don't know, at least 3 years. And we would talk occasionally, and send funny memes to each other. And yeah, so I met her in person, and now I know her name. So we went there, and then we went thrifting at the thrift shop down the street. And then she wanted to see where I work. So we came here, and she loved it here. And she said next time she's in town, she wants to take a class. I said, oh, yeah, our classes are fun. So maybe she'll do that. So shout out to Nancy. Hey, Nancy, if you're watching. Okay, so we are at the point where it is more than one revolution around the wrist. Okay, so there is my link right there. So, okay, we are over here now. So I can add another Baroque pearl if I wanted to, because it's going to sit over here. It's not going to be, I wouldn't want two of them right there. And this is a good distance away from that also. I try to space out the focals, and especially the ones that are the same as each other. Got another runaway seed bead. What are people saying? Maybe a marimba. Well, marimbas have like keys, like wooden. It was all just strings. I don't know. They are worried. Your tires need air and your bell is not working. Exactly, Cherie. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you guys are having fun. What time is it? Yeah, we got another 10 minutes or so. Cool. Earthquake. Sorry. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. So, yeah, me and Nancy went thrifting. And of course, we liked the same things. We found a pack of postcards that just say the most absurd things like, stay awesome, hang in there. And she's like, if you're not going to get those, I am. But so I'll split them with you. So we got the pack of postcards and we split them. So I'm going to send one of them to her with a funny message on it. And she'll laugh. And I hope she sends one back to me with a funny message on it. That would be fun. Oh, the trouble I get in. I have a feeling that she's a troublemaker too. Troublemaker and a button pusher. That is me for sure. Earrings. I really want one of these pearls to go on here. Maybe later I'll take a reamer and make the holes bigger because I really want to use one of those on there. We'll see. This one looks like it would work, but I don't. Let's try. You never know until you try. That's just the nature of the pearls, though, to have irregular openings and kind of smaller openings because they are kind of fragile. Oh, it went halfway through. It went halfway through. Ah, that was a bitty needle. I can do it. I don't have a needle near me. And I don't want to leave you guys, so I will figure that out later. Let's see. I love all these colors. It's like really beachy. And also like colors of seashells too, not just like traditional beach colors. My friend Tracy would like these colors. She loves the beach. Loves the beach. I like the beach, but if it was better weather, that would be good. I just don't like being outside because it's hot. Oh my gosh, speaking of being outside, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you guys about this. The other day, and you'll see why this has to do about outside. The other day, about 10:30 at night, I'm just sitting in my chair in my living room, relaxing, watching YouTube, and I see a shadow in the kitchen, and I hear a thump, like a knocking sound. The shadow's not big enough to be a person. What is it? Kind of fluttered by. Oh, the cage. Yeah, birds are still in the cage. Oh my God, it's a bat. A bat was in our kitchen, and it flew like 3 feet in front of me in my chair in the living room. Oh my goodness, I have never gotten out of that chair so fast in my life. So I called my husband. He was upstairs. I didn't want to run upstairs. I called him. Eric, there is a bat in the kitchen. He's like, what? Yeah, a real live bat in the kitchen. Holy cow. Yeah. So he got it eventually. He used one of those grabbers on a stick to get it. It landed on my curtain rod in my room. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But holy cow. I mean, talk about frightening. Just sitting in my chair, relaxing at the end of the day. And then, whoa, bat flies in front of your face. Yeah, he can stay outside. He is not welcome in the house. And I'm sure he's, afraid. He didn't mean to come in the house, but holy cow. Eric looked it up and it was a baby one, and the baby ones sometimes get confused and lost. So that's why it was there. So fast forward about a week, sitting at my painting table in my art studio room, aka my bedroom, and a bat flies over my bed. Bat number 2. Holy cow. Holy cow. I've been sitting at my table for a couple hours. Then all of a sudden, flutters across my bed. I'm like, there's another bat in the house. How does this just happen? Is it happening to our neighbors? Like, what is going on? So I called Eric again. This time it was like 11 at night. So right around the same time. The first one was about 10:30. This one was around 11. I called him. Eric, you're not going to believe this. There was a bat in my room. What? Are you sure? Am I sure? Yeah, it fluttered past me over my bed. Just that thought just makes me, ugh. I love animals, but bats belong outside. So we looked for that one for, I am not joking you, 45 minutes. And he's like, are you sure there's, yes, I'm sure it's in here. He was on my other curtain rod. Okay. So they like to be up high. We know this now. Okay. So fast forward another week. This happens on Tuesdays. I don't know why. It happens on Tuesdays. Fast forward another week. You guessed it. Bat number 3. Oh my goodness. So, okay, this wasn't an accident. This is like an event. This is happening. So, we hate to call people to come out because Eric is so crafty, like DIY, stuff. So, he got some of that spray foam and he sprayed any little crack we had in the basement that leads outside. And we bought some of those ultrasonic like noise things. One came in the mail already, and we're getting another one next week. And so he put the ultrasonic bat repellent device in the basement because we think that's where they're coming from. And we live in an old house, so none of our door frames or anything are straight. There's a gap about 1.5 inches wide under where the basement door comes up to the kitchen. And so I think that's how they're coming in through the basement. Our chimney, I think, feeds into the furnace. Again, old house, unconventional setup. We don't have a fireplace. I think that's the furnace vent, if I'm understanding what Eric was telling me. And so they're coming in through there accidentally. The babies get confused. And then they come up through the door to the kitchen. So we put a pool noodle. He got a pool noodle like this way, and he put the pool noodle on the bottom of the door. And we have the ultrasonic. And he did some spray foam insulation stuff, every little crack in the basement. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was, what day is today? Thursday. He did that on Monday, I think. So, knock on wood, there will be no more bats in the Bokern residence. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So, I hope there is no more. I really do. Like, how creepy is that? I don't like it at all. Cool. So, this is looking really good. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, we got another 5 minutes or so. Cool. What is the chat saying? Bum, 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 bum. You guys are having your own little conversation. That's great. I love all kinds of people. Funny that people take me for serious and never expect the silly. Yeah. Do we have a chimney or attic? We we have the newest house on the street. It was built in 1903. Um, we don't have an attic that we can access, but there's a space between the upstairs and the roof. And Eric says that in the closet there's a little, like, I don't know, 1 foot by 1 foot little opening. You can't really crawl up there, but you could like put your hand up there or something. So yeah, they're probably in there. I don't know. Maybe he'll have to get up there with a flashlight and see if there's like a nest, or I don't know. I mean, they're mammals. They nest. I don't know. I mean, how many babies do bats have at one time? I should look that up. But oh my gosh, yeah. Hopefully the ultrasonic thing works. It's just supposed to be like a sound that humans can't hear that repels bats. And it said it's safe for our cats and everything. But yeah, it's just bad for mice and rats. I mean, mice and bats. So all our other animals are safe. What else is chat saying? How about a kit on summer waterfalls? Eric became Batman. Na 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 na. Yeah, bats will find ways in for sure. Debbie, if you had a bat in your house, oh my gosh, you better check your belfry. I don't even know what a belfry is. I know it's like part of a chimney, but like our house isn't like set up like a normal house these days would be, because it's old. It was built before like plumbing was invented. So, well, maybe it was invented, but like average middle class people didn't have it. There was an outhouse in the back, and some of our neighbors still have the horse. What do you call it? Not a horse bay. What's it called? The carriage house. Some of our neighbors still have a carriage house, and a block over, some of the people there have the hitching posts, and they turned it into like a post for their mailbox. It's pretty cool. Here's a story. So when we bought our house in 2006, I went over to the historical society to see if I could find out about our house, and they have records of it. So our realtor told us that our house was built in 1910, but it was built in 1903. The lady at the historical society told me that before our street is what it was 2nd Street, because we live on the second block off of Main Street. So, but then later they named all the streets in our neighborhoods after presidents. But when the houses were built, not all those people had been president yet. So it was just 1st, 2nd, 3rd Street. We were on 2nd Street. So yeah, so the records lead back for our street to 1910. But before that, it was our address on 2nd Street. So we found out that the first owners of the house was a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Beinecke, and their children. And for a while, Beinecke's brother and wife and the kids lived there too. Now it's a 1,700 square foot house, average size house. But 4 adults and their children, there was 14 people in that house. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of people for our house. And I'm supposing that the upstairs was just one big room at that time. And there's no bathroom up there. Right now it's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a big closet upstairs. But I'm supposing that at the time it was just one big open room, and maybe they just had mattresses everywhere. I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it was divided. And the bedrooms are pretty big. They're like 16 by 16. They're pretty big. But 4 adults, and I'm bad at math. The rest children, 14 people, 10 children. Um, Math. That's a lot of people for our house. So anyway, the historical society. So the lady asked me, "Do you live in a German roadhouse?" I said, "I don't know. Tell me more about what is a German roadhouse." And she's like, "Well, the front yard is very small, so the backyard can be big, and that's where they would grow their gardens, because they couldn't just go to the grocery store. And also that's where their horses would stay, and all that. So they needed a backyard." I said, "Yeah. Our front yard is very small, like, I don't know, 6 by 6, very small. And the backyard is huge." Well, it would be huge, but there is a 1,000 square foot garage in the back there. It's a 5-car garage, but it's divided up. There's like a living room in it, and my husband's little hangout. And anyway, it's a big garage. And so the lady at the historical society, oh my gosh, you would have thought that she was friends with the original owner, the way she talked. So she's like, "There's a garage in your backyard?" I said, "Yeah, a big one." She's like, "Mrs. Beinecke spent all summer in that garden, and she spent all winter canning those vegetables, and you have a garage in your backyard?" I said, "Well, Mrs. Bokern goes to the store for her clothes, or for her food, and she parks her car in the garage. We don't have horses, and we don't have a garden." And she was so offended. She was so offended. Like, "Lady, times are a changing." I wish I had the patience for a garden, but no, we have a garage because we like to park our cars in the garage. But you know what? It was there when we bought it. We didn't put the garage there, but we would have, though, because we don't have horses and we don't have a garden. She was so offended. So anyway, what time is it? Okay, well, Let's see what chat says. Bat said multiple babies. Yeah, I know. Did he have a pale face? No. No. He was just bat looking. He was a bat, and they fly fast and in my face, and it was scary. So here's what I've done. We have to wrap this up soon. Here's what I've done. Isn't that cool? You should have inspected. I've had multiple encounters with bats coming from counselor summer camp, rescuing the kids, scared of the bats. Yeah. Oh, in your hair? Oh no. Oh, that would be bad. Yeah, I hope my daughter doesn't see the bats. It only happens at night. But yeah, if my daughter saw it, she would freak out. I mean, I freaked out. Anyway, so here's what I made, and I will finish this later, and I will put it in our Facebook group, and show you the finished product later. I'll probably finish it maybe tonight or tomorrow or something. So anyway, let me take my back to the face cam for a minute. Here we are. Hi. So coffee. Okay. We have to open the shop now. I see some people by the door wanting to get in. So thank you for watching, everybody. It was a little bit different today. Abby is not here right now. She'll be in a little bit later. Hey, Jan, how are you? You missed the bat stories and the stories about our old house. Good times. Good times. Okay, so we will see you Wednesday. No, we're taking a week off. Abby will be out of town. So we will not have our usual Wednesday and Thursday streams this coming week, but we will come back the following Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central and Thursday mornings at noon Central. So we will see you later. Bye. Let me find the button. Have a good day, guys. Bye.